It sucks to be Edmonton. At least as far as the playoffs are concerned. In what might be the most passionate market in the world, a city whose emotional well-being has always been partially linked to its hockey team, fans in Edmonton have to face the cold hard truth one more time. The organization let them down again. While other Canadian cities are gearing up for sunshine and playoffs, face painting and more alcohol than should probably be consumed on a weeknight, Edmonton will once again be standing on the outside with its nose pressed against the postseason window, watching everyone else have all the fun. Calgary has the Sea of Red. Winnipeg has the Whiteout. Toronto has TSN. Edmonton gets Year 12 in the Decade of Darkness. Another spring with no games to get excited about, no reason for fans to wake up with butterflies in their stomach because it's the morning of Game 7. No reason to shake with rage because, how much %? No reason for bars and restaurants to make more money in a single series than they do in a month. This is what fans follow hockey all year for, to come together and share in the anticipation, stress, excitement, controversy and emotion. How much fun would Oilers versus Flames be? Edmonton fans versus Calgary fans? But, once again, we get none of that here. Sorry, Edmonton, this is only for the big kids. But stay quiet, you can have your fun at the draft lottery. Every organization hits the skids and needs to hit the reset button from time to time, but 12 times in 13 years is too much for any fan base, even one as loyal as Edmonton's, to endure. Especially when we look around and see that it really shouldn't be this difficult. Winnipeg missed the postseason 5 of 6 years from 2011 to 2016, never drafted higher than 7th overall in that time, and managed to build itself into a powerful cup contender. Calgary missed the playoffs 7 times in 9 years from 2009 to 2018, never drafted higher than 4th overall, and will now finish first in the Western Conference. Toronto missed the playoffs 3 straight years after taking the Boston Bruins to 7 games in the first round of 2013, had one first overall pick, and is now going to the postseason for the 3rd year in a row. Edmonton has to sit back and watch all of it. Despite drafting 1st, 7th, 3rd, 1st, 4th and 10th overall in the last 8 years, they sit 23rd in the NHL and don't know who the coach, GM or president of hockey operations will be next season. Their fans try to engage in playful trash-talking with rival markets on Twitter and they are destroyed in seconds. You have 2 of the 4 leading scorers in the league, you've won 4 draft lotteries and you're missing the playoffs for the 12th time in 13 years. Case closed. Drop the mic. It sucks. And fans here are on their last nerve with the whole thing. That's why we had the Tobias Reader situation this week, where some honest opinions from Oilers CEO Bob Nicholson started an out-of-control brush fire on social media. Granted, you can start an out-of-control brush fire on social media by declaring which way to hang your toilet paper, but this was genuine vitriol. There was a massive outcry to the Nicholson comments, but don't make the mistake of thinking Edmonton was simply rushing to the defense of a $2 million forward in a 60-game scoring drought. Most of the people who were piling on Nicholson for piling on Reader were piling on Reader themselves just a few days earlier. This was 13 years of pent-up anger looking for a place to release. Fans are fed up and nobody blames them. They've sold out a building for 13 years, at some of the highest prices in the league, and the team is no farther along than it was 13 years ago. And the one time in 13 years that they did get to watch their team in the playoffs, the Oilers rewarded that loyalty by slapping them with a massive hike in playoff ticket prices. So, yeah, they've taken a lot in the last decade or so. We've seen sweaters thrown on the ice. We've seen players pelted with insults as they walked from the ice to the dressing room at Rexall Place. And now the whole thing is becoming a powder keg, with fans just waiting for any chance to explode. This is not a healthy situation, but it's not like we didn't see it coming. Twitter.com/Rob_Tychkowski @postmedia.com